Hi, I'm Raya. This is going to be a reading for Aries. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, whatever placement feels right for you. We're going to look at where you're at or where you've been and where you're headed. And then at the end we'll get some advice from the archetype deck. So the Ten of Voices, the Emperor, the Ace of Voices, the Two of Inspiration, and the Star for where you've been. And then we have, for where you're headed, we have the Four of Inspiration in reverse, Death, the Eight of Inspiration, the Muse of Emotions, and the Strength card. I'm getting a very this is very powerful. All right, let's see. It seems like you either are or have recently you got tired of feeling like stabbed in the back, feeling like everything was difficult or working against you. And you just, you left behind this sort of stressful energy or this defeated energy and just really came into your power with the Emperor here. Like you rose above it in a big way. I feel like you chose to rise above it. Like you made a conscious decision that these things aren't going to hold me back anymore. And in doing so, you got a lot of mental clarity. You got a lot of mental clarity and were able to see where you were headed. Where you wanted to go, not just where you were headed, but like what you wanted. What dreams you wanted to pursue, what wish fulfillments you wanted to go after. And you were able to start taking action towards those things. All right, so I try to keep my deck upright so when a card comes out reversed, I do read it that way. It feels like you're going towards I keep hearing the word restructuring. So it feels like you're restructuring how you work, who you spend time with, where you put your emotional energy. Like with the Death here is transformation. So this makes me feel like maybe you've had a falling out, or you're realizing that some of your friend group or coworkers, like people you're around a lot, aren't exactly in alignment with you anymore. Especially since you've taken on this kind of more powerful or more sure of yourself energy. Like you're not taking this anymore. You're not letting people just walk all over you. And maybe some people don't like that. And I think because of that, you're going to have again, a restructuring. That's what I'm feeling with this Death card. I don't know why that word in particular keeps coming out. The Death card's usually like transformation or beginning anew, letting old things die off, and all of that's valid, but just this feeling of restructuring is so strong. I just keep hearing that word so strongly. And the imagery in these two cards, like, I'm going to try to hold them up so you can see. Like, this is there's the same pattern here, but this one is rigid and hard and, like, direct. This is like the Eight of Wands. It's fast, and this one's more go with the flow, a little more smooth, wavy, emotional. It's like the King of Cups. Like balanced emotions. And you finish off with the Strength card, which makes me feel like whatever this restructuring is, it's going to make you feel more calm, more in control. Because this energy, like, this person doesn't have very much control. They're just hurt. They're just hurting. And I feel like when you came out of this hurting energy, this Ten of Swords, you stepped out really powerfully, but maybe in a harsh way. You had the control, but it may have been too much control. And I feel like with the Strength card at the end, through this like restructuring energy, you're going to have control, but in a calmer, gentle way. And then underlying, we had the Five of Voices. The way that her hands are pushing, it feels like you were pushing too hard. Like there was an offer here. It doesn't have to be this hard, forceful push. It can be a gentle, like, offering of, the olive branch or whatever. It doesn't have to be forceful. It doesn't have to be hard, but you can still have the control that you need to feel like you aren't going to be taken advantage of or hurt. All right, I'm going to get an advice card from the Archetype deck. An advice or, a deeper understanding of the message we have. Let's see what we have. Please give me a card for Aries. Ooh, the Nectar. And then underneath we have the Offering. I don't know if I can fit them all on. What do you have to offer? What do you have to offer? How can you transmute this sort of painful energy into something pleasant? How can you, instead of thinking about what you can take, think about what you can offer, both to yourself and to others. I'm going to look in the book for the Nectar card really quickly. So it mentions like taking time to heal and to grow, and I think that kind of might be what this restructuring is. Maybe you realized that something wasn't working for you or something was hurting you, and so you tried to rush it. You tried to, like, I'm tired of this. I'm not going to take this anymore. And I think you're being asked to slow down. Healing isn't always a fast process. That doesn't mean don't enjoy your life until you're perfectly healed. It means accept that healing is going to take time. It's going to be something you need to be gentle with yourself about. It's going to be something that you have to, like, be kind, be sweet to yourself, like nectar is. Be willing to take it slow. Willing to, instead of powering through it, let it happen calmly and gently. And if you have lost some friends over this, like, that sucks. But I think that if you know that as you go through this process, you will find people who are more in alignment with you. Because if people are upset with you or mad at you that you're not letting them treat you badly or letting them burden you or letting them, stab you in the back, put you in this sort of mindset, then they're really not the people for you. If it's a work situation, I'd say maybe start looking for another job. I'm not going to recommend that you just, hurry up and quit, but maybe start seeing what you can do to improve your situation and to find people who are more in alignment with you. Restructure your life in such a way that works for you. All right, Aries, that's what I have for you today. I hope it helped.